everyone. You're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, the coach. This game should not disappoint, so sit back and put that remote down.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This one taken just inside the 10. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes, right side. 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Jets. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the rookie who played his college ball for the Pitt Panthers, so that's Kenny Pickett. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete to open things up.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pickett. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Oh, the return is Osborne. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and fight for it here with Campbell. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Earl Campbell, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. McPherson on for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They will start this drive with Ford. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there and not giving ground.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Pickett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now Osborne to return it. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They go up the middle with Campbell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Jackson. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run up the middle with Campbell. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. On the handoff, here's Campbell. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Jackson will keep it, and he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Jackson will keep it, and this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Jets have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
The kick is good.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes the score 21-0.
Kevin McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like, oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Earl Campbell with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0 Charles.
And this defense, they just look completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them, so I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Pickett, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken at the 37. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Play action. Now Jackson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
1st down, New York.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. They'll run. It's Campbell. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
They'll give to the big man, Campbell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Earl Campbell on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 10. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
1st and 10, here's Pickett.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett.
And that is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. This is taken just shy of the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Ty Law. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit the great Michael Strahan with a sack.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of...
Touchdown, Jets! DK Metcalf, 28 yards.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
From the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
This is Ford. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Pickett. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket.
But it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game.
It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. After the pick 6, here's Pickett to try again.
The left side caught by Diggs. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 26-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. He finds his man, complete. It's 4th. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Being chased out left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. He'll look to set up his blockers. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Jets will take over. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
McPherson on for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he returns this to the 22.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Fielded at the 33. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Jackson.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
New York.
Without much defensive resistance on that drive, really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this out to the 25.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone that offense knows it'll sting.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tracy Porter. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
That kind of puts the bow on what has been a complete performance, Charles. They're pitching a shutout on the other side in this offense. They've done their thing well, too.
Yeah, this game has been an all-out effort from them on every snap, and there's a good amount of pride on the line right now. They want to finish what they started. They want this shutout preserved.
This one taken just inside the 10. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Tracy Porter with a pick. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Vikings head out to take over once again. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Pick it now on first down. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense...